Hi, folks. Go ahead and take your seats if you haven't already. Grace and I would like to take a couple minutes here to explain how we met because it is a rather comical story.
It's magical. So I
Unicorns.
met him. There was no unicorns, but it was pretty magical. So we met like in 2015. He doesn't remember the first time that we met, actually.
Nope. Interested in a different girl. Didn't remember.
Interested in a different girl. He was up visiting to go to a concert so that he could spend time with this girl.
Didn't work out.
I said like 5 words to him. It was a monumentous 5 words for me, obviously. I remembered him very clearly.
Did meet her parents, and I remember them. The only reason I remember them, I didn't bring up any food for the concert, and I was starving and I was hungry, and they offered me chicken strips.
Yes.
And I was like, no, you don't have to do that. Give me the chicken strips.
He remembers my parents, but not me. That's the moral of the story. But a year later, I was like kind of stalking him on Facebook between now and then. I saw that he was coming up again to visit his family. And I knew that his family went to Sunday school, so I was kind of intentional about making sure that I went so I could make a good first impression on him.
So I walked into Sunday school, and she was sitting in the swivel chair. She had apparently done this to multiple people because
It's
she
an
was
iconic
trying to do
swivel
it to the youth pastor. And so she had her back to the door, and she would swing around in the chair and go with
Good
with hair wild, everything. My first impression was, pretty girl, let's go talk to her. So next opportunity came up when my cousin and I had brought Dutch Bros, and we had left a couple cups around. She was like, hey, pick up your trash. So a guy made a snide comment like, well, Grace, why don't you go put yourself in the trash? And I was like, nah, fam. So I walked up behind him, picked him up, walked him over to the trash can, put him in the trash can, pushed him out the door, closed the door, and was like, well, that takes care of that,
Yeah.
So.
Definitely made me laugh. That was my first impression of him, was that he was huggable, had a nice beard, and that he made me laugh. So, a really great first impression for like the time that he actually remembered meeting me. He didn't find out that I had met him a year later until a while after.
3 months into dating.
Yeah, it was kind of a revolutionary moment for him. But regardless,
Sent me a Facebook request, or
Yeah.
friend request. Through conversation, I was gonna head home that night, decided to go to youth group.
so we got to connect a little bit during youth group. We had a Nerf war, so he was like trying to impress me with all his Nerfing skills. And
Yes, we were desperately trying to impress each other by not interacting at all.
real smart. Yeah, it worked so well, honestly.
Apparently it did,
yeah,
but
I guess so. And then the
I
next
reached
day,
out, like, later on that
Yeah.
night, we were having snacks, and I reached out to touch her hand, and part of the reason I didn't grab the number was because I reached out to touch her hand, and she was like, don't touch me. And I was like, got it.
yeah, the whole thing with guys was new to me, but I was still interested. So the next day, I decided that I would start conversation with him and continue contact. So I sent him a GIF.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Yeah, that was my
should-
first
yeah.
impression. I was like, got it, locked in.
Yeah, it was a great conversation starter. A1. It was
Week later,
fantastic.
decided that I was in 8 months going to going to move up to Portland. But I made the decision a week later. I was like, I like this girl. She can't move. I'll move up there, at least be closer to her. Still go to school. Oh, our first date. Remember the chicken strip story?
Yes.
Walked in to fetch her, or not. Wrong word there. Walked in to get her for the date and saw her parents, and I was like, hi, you gave me chicken strips. And they were like, yeah, we did give you chicken strips. And I was like, awesome, I'm gonna go out with your daughter now, and quickly vacated the building.
Yeah. The rest is history. We're here now.
There we are.
It's fantastic. So now, the important part begins. Please remember to silence your cell phones.
And please, no cell phone photography.
It will be great, so enjoy it.